It's me, Professor Tree, and today I'll be showing you 14 insane changes coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Let's go! First up is one of the most heavily requested changes to the Pokemon franchise since Sun and Moon, player customization. Unlike previous titles in the franchise, Scarlet and Violet allows you to customize your player character whenever you please. This also includes changing the gender of your character, something people have wanted for a very long time. And due to the amount of eyes, faces, and other options to choose from, the possibilities are truly endless. In this footage, we can see you can even choose from multiple different hairstyles, allowing you to have full control over how your trainer will look, and how it can change across your journey in the Paldea region. From outfits to the colour of your eyes, and even how your trainer's hair is styled in general, you can actually change how it looks and make them exactly how you want them to be. Next up, the fully open world. Finally, no more loading screens. In this thrilling new entry into the Pokemon franchise, you'll finally have the ability to explore the Paldea region in any way you'd want to, from the frosty mountains to the scorching deserts. But it's not only an open world, it's a huge open world. Recently, Pokemon released a full preview of the game's map, and it dwarfs any previous game's map in the history of the franchise. And with this huge map comes loads of new Pokemon to find and catch. Another awesome feature of this open world is Pokemon living and behaving in their natural environments, allowing you to become even more immersed in this brilliant game and its cute Pokemon. Have you ever wanted to travel the region of your game with your friends, much like Ash Ketchum? Well, now you can with online multiplayer. 4 people at the same time can play on the same game, allowing you and your friends to have a fun and full journey across Paldea. And with this comes open world exploration. Unlike other games that have multiplayer functionality, players aren't tethered to each other in multiplayer, allowing you to explore the region either together or spread out across its many biomes. This means you and your friends can play games, race your legendary Pokemon, and battle all on the same game. Truly an amazing addition to the franchise, and I cannot wait to see what you guys get up to in this bold new adventure. When you're exploring the region and you get jumped by a random trainer, isn't it the most annoying thing? Well, not anymore, as in these new games, trainer battles are fully optional, allowing you to explore without intrusive player battles, putting the brakes on your journey. This is just a great addition because you can now explore without being bothered, and it's also great for numerous other reasons. The most important of which being the Nuzlocke community, as previously if you wanted to do a Nuzlocke you'd have to do multiple trainer battles before taking on the gyms, meaning your team could get completely wiped if you weren't careful, meaning in these new games, players who were previously deterred by the difficulty of a Nuzlocke may well embark on their very first in this new game. One thing that I've always personally been bothered by when playing a Pokemon game is why can't we take on the gym in whatever order we want? Well, due to the nature of the open world in the new game, you can. In this new entry into the series, you can travel to whichever of the gyms you'd wish to challenge in whatever order you'd like to challenge them in, allowing for real variety in everyone's playthroughs of these new games. Another reason why this is awesome but more challenging is while yes you can challenge the gyms in whatever order you'd like, be wary. They do not scale the difficulty of the gyms to fit your Pokemon and their levels, so be careful and have fun, trainers. Unlike previous games in the franchise, this game has not one but 3 storylines for the player to play through, these being Victory Road, The Path of Legends, and Starfall Street. In these storylines, you'll be able to explore and sample everything the region has to offer, from the fast-paced Team Star base raids in Starfall Street to the hectic and fun large-scale boss battles of the Path of Legends. To go more into depth about these, let's break them down one by one. Recently, IGN was invited to take part in an early demo of the new games, and in this footage they showcased the way in which we'll be fighting the new delinquents of Team Star. When you arrive to challenge them at the various bases, you'll only be allowed to battle them with 3 of your Pokemon in your team, so make sure to plan accordingly, and once you're in the base you'll have a set time to take down all the Grunt's Pokemon, and if you manage to do that you'll fight the leader of the base, the first of which we've seen being Mela. And importantly to note is the red vending machines dotted around the bases serve as Poké Centers to heal your Pokemon during the raids. Now let's talk about the second new storyline, The Path of Legends. In this new storyline, you'll be accompanied by your classmate Arven, who is not only a herbalist but strangely a chef. And on this quest you'll be scouring the Paldea region to find a rare plant with healing properties unique to the Paldea region called the Herba Mystica. Now what is this Herba Mystica? It is still much of a mystery, but based on the information we know, we'll be battling our way through Titans to get closer to our goal of finding and acquiring this rare herb. In this storyline, we are introduced to a new kind of boss battle. Unlike the raid dens of Sword and Shield, this will be a multi-stage fight where you fight the Titan, defeat it, and find it again 3 times until you receive a reward. Now what this reward is still kind of a mystery. Many theories have sprouted up over the internet saying maybe we will receive a map fragment, and perhaps we'll embark on a pirate-style treasure quest to find the mysterious plant. And now onto the final story path for this new and exciting game, Victory Road, and as you'd expect by its name, this is the Gym Challenge storyline, which will see you take on the best Paldea has to offer. From Brassius, the Grass Gym Leader, to Grusha, the Ice Gym Leader, and the last of which we've had revealed so far, Iona, the Electric type Gym Leader. Based on the information we know so far, the Gym Challenge is going to be rather different to previous games, but not just because of the order in which you challenge the gyms. But actually that due to the new terrestrializing mechanic, which I'll touch more on later, gym leaders such as Brassius are using non-gym type Pokemon because of their Terra type. For example, his Pseudo-Wudo is typically a ground type, but Brassius' Pseudo is actually a grass Terra type, allowing him to make his fake tree into a real tree, which made everyone laugh in the Pokemon community. During this journey, you'll also encounter trainers such as your friend and rival Momona, as well as the league chairman Geeta, who reigns over the Paldean Pokemon League as one of its strongest champions, which is a very interesting use of a plural, implying there can be more than one champion in this region potentially, which is an interesting thing to see when the games release on November 18th. The most exciting change to the franchise is the addition of the new battle gimmick Terrestrializing. This mechanic allows you to temporarily change the type of your Pokemon to a new typing depending on what its Terra type is. For example, you could have a Gengar that is a ghost type normally, but when Terrestrializing, it gains the new typing of fire or potentially water, allowing you to build a diverse and complex team based around this new mechanic. Overall, this is an awesome change as the gimmick is completely random, or rather the type of the Pokemon when terrestrialized is completely different from what it typically is, creating a unique and fun playthrough for everyone as no two adventures are quite the same. An important thing to note for those more interested in the Nuzlocke side of the fandom, when terrestrializing a Pokemon, the Pokemon doesn't lose its stab abilities from its original typing, but if you have a Terra type that matches the original Pokemon, it does double the damage with the type stab moves. Another brilliant change thanks to this new rather wacky looking mechanic is that Pokemon that were previously bad in the competitive scene might actually become useful again, allowing for a diverse team capable of changing to suit your needs at your next championship. Pokemon such as Dunsparce, Luxray, Emolga, Noctowl and many more might finally have their time in the spotlight thanks to this new gimmick, allowing them to change their typings mid-battle to allow you to really mix up in the competitive scene and really deliver some challenging and unique fights at the next World Championships. And utilising battle items such as the Eviolite in conjunction with this new mechanic could end up making previously bad Pokemon into brutal powerhouses that may well carry the teams that they are in. Poké Centers are getting a new facelift in these games. Gone is the old building, now replaced with a sleek and stylish looking gas station design. Now as you no doubt noticed, the Poké Center has 3 sections to it, one being the healing area, the other being the Pokemon, and the third being the new TM making area. First up is the healing area. This will become the most important stop on your adventures, as of right now it's the only way we know of to recharge the terrestrializing gimmick by healing your Pokemon. So make sure to swing by after gym battles and wild battles where you've used a terrestrial Pokemon. This has also had a complete cosmetic redesign which I'm a huge fan of. No longer do we have to wait as Pokemon are healed and handed back to us. Instead, the Pokeballs are displayed right in front of us as they're healed, also displaying the image of the Pokemon sprite, which is a really nice touch. Next up is the TM machine, as the Pokemart will function in the same way it always has, using the commonplace Pokédollars to purchase items and Pokeballs. The TM machine is a welcome addition for any player wanting to switch up their Pokemon's moveset. The way this awesome new feature works is after defeating Pokemon in the overworld, they will drop items. These items can be traded in for new currency called LP. This isn't the only way to gain LP, however. It's also gained by progressing through the story and taking on trainer battles, and after acquiring enough, you can then use them to buy various TMs, but before you can buy them, you must first go to craft them. This can be done by using the drops you get from Pokemon to craft the various TMs you'll want across your journey in Paldea. Now on to the new way to play with and improve your Pokemon's friendship, picnics. Unlike the camping mechanic in Pokemon Sword and Shield, this game allows you to run around and play with your Pokemon as well as clean them off after they've had a fight. So in this new game you can look forward to playing fetch, soccer and so much more. Much like the camping mechanic, however, your friends, if you are playing online multiplayer, can join you and your Pokemon at your picnic, allowing all of your Pokemon to play and have fun. But that's not all, there's also been a crazy but awesome change to the way Pokemon breed and give you eggs. Unlike the other games in the franchise, you will sometimes find eggs after or during a picnic, so gone are the old daycares, and now you can have your own adventure and make your own new friends wherever you are in the vast Paldea region. Another reason why this is such an awesome change is because it allows you to farm shiny Pokemon using the Masuda method a lot easier, and there's also a rumored higher percentage of finding an egg after each picnic, meaning shiny farming just became a whole lot easier. And finally, the last but arguably the coolest of what the picnic mechanic has to offer, the new cooking system. Unlike Sword and Shield where you'd harvest berries and make a curry, in this game, using various ingredients you can find and presumably buy, you can make sandwiches which can have various effects. According to people that got to play the game early, they said the sandwiches can buff your Pokemon in various ways, as well as healing them. To what extent is currently unknown though, but I'm positively excited to see where this gimmick leads. One really awesome change is the fact that we technically have 18 full gyms in this new game, with 8 badges from the Victory Road storyline and a further 5 each from the Starfall Street storyline and the Path of Legends storyline. This is crazy because it's the first time in the franchise's history where we have all 18 types having a gym and a badge, and I can't wait to collect them all on my journey. Comment which storyline down below that you're most excited for. Personally, I want to play them all. I'm also looking forward to meeting all of the new characters in Team Star and more. And the final new feature is an upgrade over the way it was done in Legends Arceus, the new Ride Pokemon mechanic. As across your journey in Paldea, you'll be accompanied by the box legendary of your choice. So if you bought Scarlet, you'll be joined by Koraidon, and if you bought Violet, you'll be joined by Miraidon at your side. It is an unknown whether or not you'll be able to catch them at this present moment, or how we meet them in the first place, but I can't wait to find out how. It's also rumoured that to unlock all the various ways to traverse a region, you'll have to beat the Titans on the Path of Legends storyline. However, the validity of this claim is up in the air. Either until more information is released or the games come out, we can only wait and find out for ourselves. That's all from me today, guys. All this news is really exciting and I can't wait to play the new games, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.